This year, I think the Miami Heat will shock many fans this season and will be title contenders. Last season, Miami was a big letdown. After making it all the way to the finals and pushing the Lakers to 6 games, they got swept in the first round the year after. A lot of fans think that the run they had in the bubble was a fluke and that their true colors were shown last season. That's exactly why I think the Miami Heat will surprise a ton of people this year. There are 3 things that the Miami Heat need to do in order to be title contenders, and I think there's a good chance that happens. Before the 2020 NBA season started, a lot of NBA fans didn't expect much from the Miami Heat. They were a team that just finished as the 10th seed in the East, and their only main difference was that they got Jimmy Butler and lost Hassan Whiteside and Josh Richardson. As the season panned out, they were actually a really solid team and finished as the 5th seed in the Eastern Conference. When the playoffs came around, the Heat swept the Pacers in the first round, but what shocked fans the most was that they beat the Milwaukee Bucks in only 5 games. They went on to make the finals for the first time since 2013. They had already surpassed everyone's expectations, but they still managed to win 2 games against LeBron and Anthony Davis. Throughout that season, Jimmy Butler proved to everyone that he was a winning player. Bam Adebayo broke out and was an all-star. Tyler Herro turned out to be the steal of the draft. Duncan Robinson went from being a G League player to one of the best catch-and-shoot players in the league. Going into the 2021 season, they had huge expectations after coming off of a finals appearance. They finished as the 6th seed in the East and were matched up against Milwaukee in the first round. They ended up getting swept and were very disappointing. But what exactly went wrong last season? Throughout the regular season, the Miami Heat were hit with a ton of injuries. Jimmy Butler missed 20 games, Goran Dragic missed 22, Tyler Herro missed 18, Kendrick Nunn missed 16, and Victor Oladipo only played 4 games that season. In the playoffs, almost all of their players didn't play well, but there are some things that they struggled with. The Heat couldn't create their own shots and didn't have good ball movement. Throughout the series, the Miami Heat scored an average of 98 points per game. In today's NBA, that is not going to cut it. So what did they do in the offseason to help with their flaws? They went out and got Kyle Lowry, PJ Tucker, and Markieff Morris. Kyle Lowry is a true point guard, and that helps a lot with playmaking and generating open shots. The Heat mainly relied on Jimmy Butler, Goran Dragic, and a bit of Bam Adebayo to playmake for the team. They're all good passers, but none of them do it at a high level. Kyle Lowry is a great playmaker, and to have good passers like Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo as well, that will allow for some really solid ball movement and could allow players like Duncan Robinson, Tyler Herro, and PJ Tucker to get open shots from 3. Kyle Lowry helps with everything on this team. He brings good defense, he helps a lot with the playmaking issue, and he can score the ball at times as well. Last season, the Miami Heat were 18th in the league in offensive rating. I believe that Kyle Lowry brings a lot to the team, and him alone could bump them up into the top 15. With their young players getting better and the addition of Kyle Lowry, I think the Heat can finish the season with a top 10 offensive rating in the league. Their offseason moves also helped them a lot defensively. Kyle Lowry, PJ Tucker, and Markieff Morris all bring toughness and very good defense. Last year they ranked 7th in defensive rating, and this year I think they could enter the top 5. That means the Miami Heat will be a great team on both sides of the ball and will finish with a top 5 defense in the league and a top 10 offense in the league. This team has a lot of young players on the team, but the 3 main ones are Bam Adebayo, Tyler Herro, and Duncan Robinson. I expect all these players to take a jump, especially Tyler Herro. Bam Adebayo has improved every single year of his career, and I think that will continue this season. Duncan Robinson will do what he does best. He will continue to shoot the lights out and will be one of the best catch-and-shoot players in the league. I do think he will slightly improve, but not as much as the other 2. I think Tyler Herro is going to have a big comeback year this season. After the amazing performance Tyler had in the bubble, everyone thought he was going to take a big jump. Even though he improved in almost every major statistical category from 2020 to 2021, he didn't take the big jump everyone thought he was going to take. A lot of fans were rooting for Tyler Herro. He was the underdog, picked late in the lottery, and everyone likes that story. But after last season, I found that a lot of fans don't like Tyler Herro, and they were giving him a ton of criticism. I think that Tyler Herro is going to have a big comeback year this season. He provides reliable, efficient scoring, and he's doing it at a very high level. He has a lot to prove this year, and he is motivated to prove people wrong. A lot of people forget that Victor Oladipo is on this team. The Heat aren't relying on him to play well, but if he can provide any sort of value, that is one more good player the Heat can have in their rotation. I think a lot of people have fully given up on him, but I think he can at least be a good player coming off the bench. In 2021, he averaged 20 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists a game on 41% shooting from the field and 33% from 3. Do I think he's gonna average 20 points a game? No, but I do think he still has the capability of being a productive player in the NBA. The starting lineup for the Miami Heat is Kyle Lowry, Duncan Robinson, Jimmy Butler, PJ Tucker, and Bam Adebayo. And coming off the bench are Tyler Herro, Markieff Morris, Victor Oladipo, Max Strus, and Dwayne Dedmon. That is a pretty deep team. The 3 things the Miami Heat need to do to truly contend for the NBA championship is to play elite defense. Their young players have to step up and have good ball movement. Everything I just said is realistic for the Miami Heat to achieve. That's why I think they are title contenders. With players like a Defensive Player of the Year candidate in Bam Adebayo, an all-defensive team member in Jimmy Butler, physical and tough defenders like Kyle Lowry, PJ Tucker, and Markieff Morris will ensure that the Heat have an elite defense. The young guys on the Heat are all looking very promising. I think they're all going to take strides in the right direction. Kyle Lowry will be the spark to good ball movement, but there are a ton of good and willing passers on this team. This will generate open looks for knockdown shooters and will help the team score at a high level. The Miami Heat are a dangerous team this year, so look out. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, leave a like as it helps me a lot. I read every single comment, so let me know what you think in the comments down below. Subscribe for future basketball content, and thank you for watching.